So these are very large use, you know, in rock failure. अब rock failure जाएंगे ना तब बताएंगे. Complementary plane could understand the angle, summation of these two angles should be 90 degree. इसका एंगल उसका एंगल मिलके 90 डिग्री होना चाहिए. अच्छा ठीक, थोड़ा यहाँ का रखो आप, मतलब जो बोलना था ना. Now,
सर,
हाँ,
वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री में सिग्मा इन कितना होगा लास्ट?
this is the complementary ना. So it will have normal stress same ना. ये जो normal stress इसका.
तो ये तो shear
With this, with the
सेम
ये दोनों का सेम आएगा. अब देखो, यहाँ से 60 डिग्री था ना, यहाँ से भी 60 डिग्री जाएगा. ये वाला. So the normal stress will be same, but shear stress will be same but different side.
ये सेम विथ द अदर कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री.
Other complementary plane. ये complementary plane है, ये complementary plane है. These two planes, they have, this is the value ना. Normal stress will be same, but they have different shear stress. This will be positive, this will be negative. That is finished. So these are the position of the complementary planes. So those complementary planes, you know, this is the 30 degree. This is one complementary plane. This is another complementary. ये एक complementary plane है. This is complementary. With this plane. So देखो what you just try to understand. Let's see something different now. Now, what is said, you know, see, this is the motion. This is sigma 2. ठीक है ना अभी? Suppose I ask you, find at 10 degree, 10 degree plane. You write 20 degree, 15 degree plane. Take 30 degree. Like this you will derive. So now suppose I ask you, which plane experiences maximum shear? Maximum shear. This is the. So which plane? So this point will be having maximum shear. You see, any other plane you see on this curve will have less shear. So only point, the point at the top of the circle. At the top of the circle, we will have maximum shear. होगा नहीं? तो ये point, any other point, you know, ये point सब, इसका value will be less. You see, value will be less. Even these planes, there will be less. There will be less. So only this point will be maximum shear. This length. So what is the theta here? So if you join this angle, 2 theta is equal to 90 degree. 2 theta is equal to 90 degree. So theta is equal to 45 degree. So plane which will be maximum making 45 degree angle, that will have maximum shear stress. This also we have seen in the equation, sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 sin 2 theta. If theta is equal to 45 degree, it will have maximum shear stress. Graph also tells the same thing ना. ठीक है ना? The point is like this, you know. So this is sigma 1, you know. This is sigma 3. तो 45 डिग्री होने से ऐसा है 45 डिग्री. So this will have maximum shear stress. So what is the rock should break then along this plane. Then I'll write here. Rock should break along 45 degree position. Along 45 degree position. From here it should break because maximum shear stress. Now what is said? Practical experience says the rock does not break. The rock does not break at 45 degree position. 45 degree position. इधर ब्रेक नहीं करता. Rather rock breaks at around 30 degree position. Experience. Suppose you take a cube, put a hammer here, So 45 degree position where rock does not break. Rock breaks at 30 degree position. Something like this, Here. Understood? But 30 degree does not experience maximum shear stress. Maximum shear stress takes place at 45 degree. But rock breaks at 30 degree. That reason just I will explain, Then we will discuss. But at 30 degree position, the shear stress is not maximum. It's not maximum. Understood, na? Here. Maximum नहीं है. Maximum इधर है. This is maximum. This has some other value, 30 degree position. 30 degree position में कितना आएगा देखो आप. Suppose sigma 1 is 15 or 20 करो. Sigma 1 is 20, sigma 2 is 10. So what is tau? If theta is equal to 30 degree. So 20 minus 10 by 2 sin 60. यही है ना. तो कितना आएगा? 5 into sin 60 is equal to कितना? हाँ? रूट 3 by 2 0.8 आएगा. नहीं 0.6. रूट 3 वैल्यू कितना है? 1.37 ना? हाँ? 1.73 ना by 2. So 0.8 ले लो. 0.8 into 5 ना? So 4 ना? 4. 30 डिग्री पोजीशन में. और 45 डिग्री पोजीशन में कितना आएगा? At 45 डिग्री पोजीशन तो 90 हो जाएगा, ये 1 हो जाएगा. 5 आएगा. So though it is less, rock breaks here. But though it is more, rock does not break here. So this is what is explained how it happens. So this will go under Anderson theory of faulting, henceforth. जो discussion हम करें. Now I'll tell you why it happens here. See, I'll give you very simple example. देखो, suppose you have carom board. Suppose you have a carom board. You are playing with these things. Understood now? So you put your carom board like this. Sometimes you put also powder over it. ठीक है? So your striker is here. Your striker, the white part is here. ठीक है ना? Now the white part, you keep it here. Then you put a stress like this. इसे stress आप देते हैं ना? तब ये move करता है. Now like this, just you are applying stress. ये जो wheel है और the material is there, you put some Fevikwik there. नीचे थोड़ा सा Fevikwik डालो. Keep some Fevikwik there and make it dry. Then you put the same stress. It is not moving. Understand? I will say. Understand now? Why it didn't move now? What happened to it? Why it is not moving now, and why it was moving earlier, it is not moving now? What difference it makes, by putting some Fevikwik behind? Now you are applying stress, but your finger is not also going, it is just stuck up there. The striker is there, your finger is there also, but earlier it was moving. Now imagine, you develop certain property with this system. What is that property? Now this striker, got cohesed with the board. आप फेविक्विक लगा के एक कोहेशन डेवलप कर लिया, एक कोहेशन उसके साथ डेवलप कर लिया. जब तक दैट कोहेशन वाज नॉट देयर, यू आर एबल टू ब्रेक इट, यू आर एबल टू मूव इट. बट वंस यू पुट सम फेविक्विक, it got stuck to this board now, so it is not moving. So by putting some Fevikwik, you are developing a cohesion between the striker and the board. समझा? Now suppose the Fevikwik is not there, Fevikwik उधर नहीं है, that means the cohesion is there, but cohesion is not enough to stop it. So that means between moving and not moving, the cohesion plays a role. Cohesion is because of the Fevikwik. Suppose there is no Fevikwik, but you are keeping a load over there. स्ट्राइकर के ऊपर एक लोड रख दिया, 5 kg के वेट का लोड रख दिया, फिर भी you cannot move it. So in various ways, you are developing a cohesion between the striker and this. Understood now? So this property first you remember. Now the striker will move only when the cohesion is very less, so that your stress can overcome it. Stress can overcome it. If that is not there, if the cohesion is very much, it cannot overcome, it will not move. Understood this meaning? Then I will apply these things to rock failure. But first you understand this much. Why the striker is not moving? You are applying the same stress every time, but when the Fevikwik is there, it is not moving. Now this is one side. The other side is, sometimes you must have seen, when your board becomes very old, small fibers come out, you have no talcum powder for applying there. When you play it, it also does not move, So what difference it makes? Friction. There is the friction. Though there is no cohesion, or whatever cohesion, natural cohesion is there, but because friction is there, it is not moving. These 2 points you have to understand from where what is cohesion, what is friction. If these 2 things suit, then only you are hitting it. Your stress level is 1. You cannot make all forces to like this. It has a level. Your finger can move like this only. You cannot make it so fast. It will overcome everything and go. You have certain limitation also. This is my stress level. So within that stress level, there should be very little cohesion. If cohesion is very high, you cannot move it. Similarly, if friction is very high also, you cannot move it. Cohesion comes from where? Fevikwik plus if you add something, Friction comes from where? Between the movement plane. This plane over which the striker is moving. These 2 phenomena could you understand now? These 2 properties, will make this striker move. So cohesion comes from where? Weight. Sticker. Friction comes from where? Between the striker and the plane. These are 2 different things. Total different things. Suppose cohesion भी नहीं है, but it is so much friction, The striker is not attached to it. Striker is very light, no overweight, no attachment, but still then it is not moving. Why? The board is very rough. Understood now? That means you have to overcome these 2 properties. Then only striker will move. If you cannot overcome, though striker is there, your finger is there, still then it will not move. Understood now? So these are the 2 internal property of the system. खाली आप तो स्ट्रेस कर दिया, इधर मार दिया, तो आप तो खाली 45 डिग्री पोजीशन में आप देख ले कितना स्ट्रेस आ रहा है. अब हैव यू सीन द इंटरनल सिस्टम लाइक दिस, यू नो, योर स्ट्राइकर इज देयर एंड आप बाहर से स्ट्रेस दे दिया है, मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेस, लाइक यू नो सिग्मा 1 माइनस सिग्मा 2, मैक्सिमम जो है ना वो दे दिया आप. फाइन, वो तो दे दिया आपने, बट हैव यू स्टडीड द इंटरनल सिस्टम? तो दैट इज अलाउइंग योर मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेस टू वर्क. अब देखते देखते आप स्ट्राइकर इज अटैच्ड विद द फेविक्विक. ये जो ओल्ड बोर्ड, यू नो, but if your board is very smooth, new board, your striker is also very pink and new, lot of talcum powder, with less amount of stress also you can perform very good work. You don't understand this part now. You can play very well if your this system is very nice, new system. If it is old system, even if you apply enough stress, you know, it will not. So आपको 45 डिग्री पोजीशन में दे दिया मैक्सिमम शियर स्ट्रेस, यू नो. आप देखो यहाँ करके दिस प्लेन ना, कोहेशन मीन्स व्हाट? दिस ब्लॉक is putting load over it ना. Cohesion is that na? You are putting the striker over that, you are putting a load. That is creating cohesion na. Suppose you have a fevikwik, that is creating cohesion na. So you want to break it from here. Break it means what? This block has to move down. Break means what? Suppose ऐसे फट नहीं जाएगा. आपको you are putting pressure ना, ऐसे नहीं फटेगा. आपको मूव करोगे तो मैं फटूंगा फिर. आप खाली इधर खड़ा होकर आप मार रहे, मैं टूटूंगा नहीं. आप मेरे स्पेस दो. Shearing होगा उधर. Shearing means it has to move. Then only fracture develop करेगा. If you are not allowing that movement ना, fracture will never develop. आप खाली ऐसे फ्रैक्चर डेवलप नहीं कर पाएंगे. आप स्ट्राइकर को कभी नहीं मूवमेंट कर सकते. Only you allow it to move, you know, move. So unless you allow this block to move ना, this fracture will not develop. So movement is important. You know, movement के लिए क्या है? This block, this overlying block, you know, this is the overlying block ना. इसका जो cohesion with this should be minimum. And along this plane, you know, the powdering friction should be less also. Then it will move. Then fracture will develop. Follow this logic ना. खाली maximum shear stress होने से इसको तोड़ देगा, not necessary. Maximum shear stress is an external system, you know. From outside you are giving like this, you know. That is fine. But internally, over this plane, this block is sitting. ये plane का ऊपर ये sit कर रहा है, better. It is putting some stress over it. No, ये rock का composition क्या है? Quartz, feldspar, calcite, सब ऐसे igneous rock है. Just like fevikwik, you know, they are holding this block with this block. Cohesion comes from where? From these factors, you know. So cohesion comes from rock, mineral attachment. मिनरल को मिनरल अटैच करके रखता है. यहाँ एक मिनरल होगा, क्वार्ट्ज, जिस तरफ फेल्डस्पार, यू नो, इग्नियस रॉक है, वहाँ सेडिमेंट्री रॉक. दे आर ऑल open like this, just like fevikwik, you know, the striker is open with the base. So that is cohesion comes from there, comes from the load of overlying block. ये overlying block करता है. ये भी एक पॉइंट, यू नो, towards cohesion. और कहाँ से आता है? नॉर्मल स्ट्रेस जो इस एरिया में काम करता है, on both this plane, they are working like this, working like this. So all these factors, you know, is responsible for its cohesion. The striker is holding the plane, that is the cohesion. आप इसको तो पहले ओवरकम करना पड़ेगा. तो ओवरकम दिस प्रॉब्लम, कल मैक्सिमम शियर स्ट्रेस मेरे पास है, रहने तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है. Then friction, you know, internal friction is called. The powder part I told you. You see, you have to move this block. So many grains are standing, here like on the way. It is not a flat plane, na? Absolutely zero friction nahi hai, na? Quartz grains, feldspar grains, they will be pointing like this. आप break करेंगे वो. So this plane will have a lot of friction because the quartz grains, some grains, will be projecting. यहाँ से प्रोजेक्ट करके इधर से प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं, उधर से प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं, तो एक फ्रिक्शन डेवलप करते हैं. दिस इज सिस्टम क्रिएट्स, तो आप उसको ओवरकम करना पड़ेगा. तभी जाके द ब्लॉक विल मूव एंड फ्रैक्चर विल डेवलप. द फेल्यूर ऑफ द रॉक मींस मूवमेंट होगा तो फ्रैक्चर डेवलप करेगा. आप कभी फुटबॉल खेलने के टाइम में गिर गया होगा, देन डॉक्टर के पास गया, डॉक्टर बोलेगा नो फ्रैक्चर, और थोड़ा स्प्रेन हो गया. क्यों? अब तो गिर गए. क्योंकि फेल इन सच ए मैनर, दोस टू बोन्स दे हैव नो चांस टू मूव. थोड़ा सा इधर कोई गड्ढा होता, ये पैर थोड़ा ऊपर रह जाता, दिस वुड हैव गॉट अ चांस टू मूव, ए फ्रैक्चर हो जाता. Suppose everything was flat and you fell over it, your bone is absolutely parallel. Fracture. वो थोड़ा स्प्रेन हो जाएगा, थोड़ा बेंड हो जाएगा, 2-3 दिन तक मोच रहेगा, और थोड़ा सा स्पेस आ गया, that means you allowed to move, then only fracture will develop. तो ये आप फ्रैक्चर डेवलप करना चाहता है ना, move, then only fracture will develop. अब मूव कैसे कर लेंगे? हम इतना लोग खड़े हैं, फ्रिक्शन भी खड़ा है, ये कोहेशन भी खड़ा है. अब हमको ओवरकम करो तभी जाके मूव करोगे. वार बिटवीन देम, खाली मैक्सिमम शियर स्ट्रेस हो गया, रो अपना घर. इसीलिए क्या करेगा ये कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग का नेचर इज ऑलवेज कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग. थोड़ा मैं इसको स्ट्रिप करता हूँ. दो फ्रिक्शन क्या शियर स्ट्रेस इज नॉट मैक्सिमम, थोड़ा जाएंगे ऊपर जाने से क्या हो जाएगा, तो ये ऐसे हो जाएगा, प्रेशर कम हो जाएगा. अब जब ये एंगल ज्यादा होगा ना, ऊपर का प्रेशर ज्यादा होता है, थोड़ा जो स्टिप कर दो प्रेशर कम हो जाएगा, इंटरनल फ्रिक्शन कम हो जाएगा, फिर मूव करने का. इसीलिए वो 30 डिग्री को आता है. तो it overcomes this cohesion and internal friction by making the plane steeper. थोड़ा सा ज्यादा नहीं, 45 to 30 डिग्री आ जाता है. So their shear stress is not maximum, but a optimum value, where this cohesion and the internal frictions are less compared to this place. At 45 degree position, the cohesion and internal frictions are more. But at 30 degree position, it is relatively less because the plane is becoming steeper. देखो, ऐसे 30 degree position को आ रही है, it is becoming steeper. So ऐसे जो weight आ रहा था, becomes less, normal stress becomes less, so cohesion becomes less. तो आप जब एक स्लोप पढ़ा है, ऐसे स्लोप पढ़ा है और एक स्टीप स्लोप पढ़ा है, तो किधर फ्रिक्शन कम होगा? बताओ, इधर फ्रिक्शन कम होगा, इधर फ्रिक्शन कम होगा. स्टीप होगा तो तभी आप जाके स्लिप मार के आ जाओगे ना, तो इधर फ्रिक्शन कम होगा. तो जितना प्लेन को स्टीप करोगे तभी फ्रिक्शन कम होगा, और ये प्लेन में फ्रिक्शन थोड़ा कम, और ज्यादा करोगे तो कभी नहीं होगा, और फ्रिक्शन बढ़ते रहेगा आपको ऐसे, और कोहेशन भी बढ़ते रहेगा. कभी इधर ले आओगे, when you bring a plane like this, ना कोहेशन भी बढ़ेगा प्लस फ्रिक्शन भी बढ़ेगा, तो कभी फेल्यूर नहीं होगा. Only about this. So it is not sacrosanct. 30 degree is not absolutely perfect. Maybe 33, 32, 33, 28, 29, around that position, the rock failure will take place. 45 degree में इसलिए नहीं होगा. So this is the internal property of the material. So material to material very good. Understood na? That is why you have to bring these two things, or rock failure. Understand what is cohesion? What is internal friction? Internal friction does not allow to move. Cohesion it tries to hold it, you know. So follow this point. So if that is the case, the 45 degree position में of the 45 degree position, this is the 45 degree position plane ना. So ये है cohesion value. ये होता है cohesion. इसको बोलते हैं cohesion. 30 डिग्री पोजीशन किधर होगा? इधर होगा. ये कोहेशन है. इसको कोहेशन बोलते हैं. कोहेशन इज सेम एज शियर स्ट्रेस. समझ. ये जो शियर स्ट्रेस है ना, इसको बोलते हैं कोहेशन. ये 30 डिग्री पोजीशन होगा तो ये होगा कोहेशन. समथिंग लाइक दिस. रिमेंबर, इट बिकम्स लेस. तो कल इसको समझाएंगे मोर सर्किल फॉर फेल्यूर. Maybe in the next class we will meet. But you remember these two properties. One is a friction, another is a cohesion. कहाँ से generate होता है? That does not allow the rock to fail at 45 degrees. It has to be 30 degrees. Approximately 30 degrees. So these things now we will see in the next class. If at 30 degrees, then what properties it creates? Fault, fracture, fault classification, all these things will come from this graph. More circle for failure, more envelope for failure. From this it will start. Understood now? So we will stop it here today.
Sir,
Yeah.
so this theta should depend on the rock type also, na? Like
Which
this-
theta?
The
Angle 30 degree. 30 degree.
हाँ.
I told you, no? It depends on the rock type, sandstone, सब basalt.
Yes, sir. The angle will be different.
Angle will be different, mean not much. Around 30 degree to 28 या 30. This varies between 32 degree to 28. इससे आगे नहीं. But basalt case में maybe this basalt, this may be a sandstone. Sandstone. Understood ना? समझा रहे? कैसे होता है? Why it does not break at 45 degrees? ये बात. तो जब भी आप सपोज थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट आंसर लो. There is no end to more circular. You start and cannot finish it. Now you see. Suppose this is sigma 1, you know, sigma 1. This is sigma 3. This is sigma 2. So how those fractures will appear, you know? So they will appear like this. You see? So there are two complementary planes, na? You see? ऐसा. इधर एक आएगा, उधर एक आएगा. 30 डिग्री पोजीशन दोनों तरफ होगा ना? So sigma 1 will be the acute bisector. Sigma 3 will be obtuse bisector. And sigma 2 line of intersection. So sigma 1 will be acute bisector. Sigma 3 will be obtuse bisector. Sigma 2 will be line of intersection. So two fractures will develop at 30 degree position. ऐसे this will be 30 degree, this side will be 30 degree. Around approximately. देखो तो ड्राइंग ठीक है कि नहीं थी. Just see the drawing is correct or not. Are you understand? So 30 degree position it will break, not 45 degree. So these things now will show in more envelope. Understood na? So somebody asks you, so you are getting two fractures in the field. So you measure its angle, acute angle. Find the sigma 1. Sigma 2 is the line of intersection. From stereo net you can do it. Understood na? These two fractures, how those fractures will appear, all those things I'll tell you next class. But this much you remember.
Sir, in the field we can know the direction of sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3, but we cannot quantify that. What is the value of sigma 1?
Value you cannot find.
So sir, then how can we make the Moore envelope there? Because in Moore diagram we need sigma 1 value and sigma 3 value. So how can I draw that Moore envelope out of?
How can you make, just tell me?
maximum strain direction, maximum displacement gives the value of maximum stress.
You want to
Total
know
displacement.
magnitude, amount you know, amount you know, sigma 1 is equal to 20,
Direction
sigma.
of maximum displacement gives you direction of principal maximum stress.
Maximum stress का डायरेक्शन पता लग गया।
नहीं, जितना डिफॉर्मेशन है, डिफॉर्मेशन की मैक्सिमम किस
कैसे
डायरेक्शन
पता लगेगा कितना? सपोज इवन इफ यू डोंट फाइंड एनी डिस्प्लेसमेंट, कैसे पता लगेगा? सोचो थोड़ा, सोचो।
सर कुछ डिफॉर्मेशन तो हो सकता
हाँ?
है, कुछ डिफॉर्मेशन तो होगा।
Deformation है ही, there is deformation. But what he wants to know, how to know these values, how to plot the Mohr circle if you do not know the magnitude. कैसे पता लगेगा बताओ? सिग्मा किसको दी? 2 फ्रैक्चर्स आर देयर, आप क्या करोगे? 2 फ्रैक्चर डेवलप हो गया, मैं बताऊंगा आपको, बताऊंगा। Hey, sometimes you know what happens, stress, strain, you don't require its absolute value. You don't require absolute value. You require the ratio or the difference. Like suppose I'll just give you somebody's sketch I am drawing. Suppose somebody's sketch I am drawing. This is 2 feet. Can you tell me what is this? How to know it? Suppose this is 2 feet. The height, the width of a person is 2 feet. What is the length? How to know this? Provided you know the ratio, na? The ratio is fixed for all human beings, more or less. 3. Ratio is 3. If 2 feet is this way 3 times 6 feet. So if you know the ratio, suppose you say normal human being it is 3. Suppose I say it is 4. What will be interpretation? It is a tall man. If it is 1, it is a short man. You may not be able to say that the man's height is 6 or 7, but you can tell whether it is a tall man or a short man or a normal man. That is more important for us. Understood na? The exact value you will never get, like stress, you will never get the exact value. But you can find out sigma 1, sigma 2 difference. There are ways, we are going for that. So difference कितना है? You can find out. Strain में lambda 1 by lambda 2 you can find out, the ratio you can find out, but no necessity of finding lambda 1 and lambda 2 individually. If ratio you know, that is okay for us. Similarly, the difference between 2 stresses, if you know, that is okay for you. What is the individual value? Not necessary. What is the individual value? Not necessary. If you know the difference between them, that is okay. Individual value we cannot find out. Suppose I ask you, sigma 1 is 20, sigma 2 is 10. Rock is falling. Rock break हो गया. What is the difference between them? 10 means at 10 में rock fail हो गया. If the difference between them is 10, rock fail हो गया. Suppose tomorrow you may find sigma 1 to be 50, sigma 2 suppose 40. So 50, 40 does not matter for me, The difference is 10, rock will fail. That is more important for me. That will. So that how to calculate the difference, Just like strain we are calculating the ratio, stress also, the stress difference also you can calculate. What is the stress difference? I will cover time permits. Generally M.Tech में इसको लेते हैं ना, fault fracture से कैसे आप calculate करते हैं R value, sigma 1 minus sigma 3 by sigma 2 minus sigma 2 करते हैं ना हम लोग, वैसे करना पड़ेगा. Same thing will also do. I will just tell you time. ठीक है, अभी यही stop कर. Next class whenever we will meet, I will discuss. ठीक है, rock failure पढ़ाएंगे. आप क्या